Good evening and welcome to the Darkmom Consortium for March the 17th, 2026, where we are all celebrating that one day a year that we all get to enjoy. That's right, Uncle John's birthday. Hi, John. Happy birthday. Glad you're getting the snow and we aren't. Lucky you. My internet is not happy today, so let's see if this is actually working. There we go. Twitch you might be on. There we go. Twitch is back on. Yay. All right, I think everything's working again. Yay. Make that one come up and that one come up and we're back. Yay. And speaking of we're back, I'm back. First time in almost a week and a half. Wasn't on last week at all in the evenings. And before that, it was Thursday, I think, of the previous week. So yeah, I've been gone for a little bit. Nothing exciting, just friends coming up from Texas and having to jaunt back and forth to scenic Bloomington, Illinois. 3 times. I was supposed to go yesterday, which I was talking about this morning. I left the house yesterday afternoon. It was sunny. I get about a mile, whiteout levels of wind and snow blowing. Something it can't be that bad. I can go a little bit further. No, I can't. So 2 hours to do roughly 60 miles yesterday. Hi, Taz. Hello. Hang on. Switching jackets here to something a little bit not so warm. So, for anybody who's listening, which is probably very many people at this moment, the new community manager was announced today on the Cryptic live stream, and Kael's back. I know not everybody loves Kael. I do. So I'm happy, and he says he knows not everybody loves him, but he's going to try to be the community manager that you guys want. So fingers crossed everybody can communicate your needs and desires, and he can accommodate to whatever extent that happens. So, hi Taz, long time no talk. Taz and I have been chatting by Discord for the last, I don't know, 6 hours on and off while I try and take care of real life stuff. And given that my internet just went out just as I was trying to go live, which is why we're a few minutes late, I'm glad I didn't try to start uploading Space Marines, whatever it is, Warhammer Space Marines 2, which that's on Steam, right? Please tell me it's on Steam. Where's my... No, I played the game. I don't own it. I have friends. They occasionally let me play on their toys. Where's my Steam account? Come on, Steam, where are you? Did I move it? I must have moved it someplace. There it is. I moved it. Oh, that doesn't like me today either. Ark did not like me earlier. Let's go this way, see if we can make this happen. Steam, blah, 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 blah. That's what I want. There we go. Well, maybe I do own this already. First thing that popped up today. Who has joined us? It's Graz. Hey, Graz. Oh, apparently there's content on Space Marines that is not appropriate for younger people. Go figure. I've kept it. I know Warhammer 40K. Oh, that I don't know about. Let's see. We're going to go standard edition, I think. Because honestly, 120 bucks for the special editions. No, we'll just go standard. What? I don't need it. Do we already have this settled up here? We're going to just go clickety clickety click. Yes. Yeah. Well, then let's talk about that after the game and we can see if I've got what it takes. How's that for fair? I can play most games on my machine. It's not that out of shape. Good morning? Not yet, no. Almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. Or is that just an American phrase? Well, the concept being with horseshoes, when you're playing the game of horseshoes, close enough counts. Grenades, close enough counts. Bullets gotta be a little bit more specific. Yeah, really, really. I will add that to my list. Did you guys see that we have a new? I kind of was thinking it was more along the lines of Americans. I didn't know if anybody else outside of America plays the game of horseshoes. Yes? No? Oh, it's a game where you've got two stakes stuck in the ground, and you throw horseshoes to try and get them to hook around the stake, which is harder than you think. It is an art getting the horseshoe to stick. Horseshoes do not behave the way they should. They'll land on the stake. There's enough momentum for the curve of it to whip it around and go somewhere near it, but not on it. So there's that fine art of figuring out how to get it up, over, and down without getting any momentum going sideways. It's an old game. Do not get me started on cornhole, which is another game we play. And it's not that game. No, no bad thoughts there. Cornhole's a game that kind of is like horseshoe light. Oh, hold on. Your mics aren't working. Your mics aren't working. Hang on a second here. Let's try that again. Hold on one sec here. No, it's not you. It's actually my setting here. Give me a sec.
I can hear what.
Oh, there you go. Okay, you guys are working now on the live stream. So, for everybody who wasn't here, we were chit-chatting about stuff for the last 10 minutes, and you only heard my side of it because their mic wasn't working. I wonder if the game mic's working. Yeah, the game mic's working. It's weird. It works sometimes, doesn't work consistently. So, I didn't even have to get out of OBS and it died. Sometimes when I get out of OBS, turn it off, it just dies. I have to reset everything, but it's something else this time. I have no idea what happened. But you're back. Hi, that was weird beginning. Sorry about that. But nobody was out there, so they won't miss it. And for anybody who comes up and picks it up on YouTube later, well, sorry about that. It happens. Getting back to what I was saying earlier, Kel's back. He's community manager again. Yay, I'm happy. Not everybody's happy. I'm happy. And what else? They introduced the new bundle. No pricing yet that I saw. And I know he gave a date for the release, but I have not heard that confirmed yet. And there will be some stuff still added to the bundles. My guess is maybe next week. There were no individual specs given out, just looking at the ships for aesthetics. And because we cannot possibly be out of events, we have a new event that started today, which I have not yet played. And this is the A Good Day to Die event.
sworn the Zombek Arena used to be part of this.
It might be. They have been trying to change out the ones. So we've got, Defensive Starbase 1, To Hell with Honor, also fun. Battle at Binary Stars, Remain Klingon, Operation Riposte, and Best Served Cold. They're all space ones. Chris is going to be so happy.
Yeah, for once, I'd like to see a all ground TFOs.
No, don't say it.
I would
Don't
be
say
happy
it.
with making sure we always have some ground involved.
Summer and winter events are all ground.
Yeah, that's true. We do have summer and winter that are all ground. There's no space versions there. Not that they're events per se, but yeah, good point. Excellent point there, Hotzo. So, and I also haven't done Defend Rhino Station yet. Is that Rio or Rhino? I need new glasses. That's Rio, right? R-H-I-H-H-O. Okay. Because there's not enough H's in there.
Could they go ahead and add at least 13 more?
Yes, they can. Let's see.
Yeah, boss, we got a lot of H's left over. Do you want me to stick them somewhere in special, or what do you want me to do with them?
Got a discount on H's this week. Tomorrow is repair 50,000 hull of teammates, which is always such a joy.
Get your jelly out, play Hive.
Will that work for healing others?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I hadn't thought about that.
If they get damaged, presumably Hive Advanced or Elite, so that the Queen lets loose her feedback pulse, everyone be getting damaged.
What happens if we all take our jellies, though?
I don't know. I have never seen it.
The swarm of jellyfish. Well, would anybody like to join me for one of these new TFOs? Well, not new TFOs, but new event.
Sure.
Let me send out a party invitation to you. Ooh, a lot of people on tonight. That's really interesting how many people are on. Oh, maybe because it's a new event. Graz, are you on, or are you doing work stuff like you usually do?
I'm trying to find something at the moment in another game.
Okay. No worries. I have to run this on multiple accounts, so I have to run 3 accounts. Ouch. You know what? I could do Defense Starbase 1 on 3 accounts at once. That would be doable. Which one have you got a taste for? What's the hell? I don't see that you're in game, Taz, so I'm going to assume you're doing Taz stuff, right?
I'm playing a healer in World of Warcraft at the moment.
Okay, no worries.
It's absolutely silly.
What did you name the crab?
Jack Sparrow.
Okay, you did go with Jack Sparrow. Taz has a crab with a knife, and he asked me, what should he name it? I'm thinking like Stabby Crabby, Titan Knifin. Good evening, Maywin. Trying to come up with funny names, and he does Jack Sparrow, and I'm like, okay, we're just going to let Jack Sparrow be a great name. Since I'm back, we will be on tonight, probably tomorrow night, Thursday, and Friday night. We're going to do 3 episodes of Starfleet Academy and wrap it for this season. And then on Saturday, I'm going to go see Crab Sparrow. Crab Sparrow! That's really good, Crab Sparrow. Saturday, I'm going to go see The Empire Strikes Back at the Symphony Orchestra. So that should be fun. Then I'm off to do tabletop role-playing for a while. All right, it's just us. What's your preference there? What would you like to do?
Ooh, to hell with honor.
To hell with honor. Okey-dokey. Hold on, let me see what ship I'm in. Quick. Let's see if I can do that. We can do that. Oh, it's an event. It might not have a lot of options. We'll see. Yep, it's an event version. Okay. We are queued for it. But now that this event is over, now that I have gotten my 2,700 plus Omega marks, it's like this weight is off my shoulder, and I'm like, I can start playing missions again. I can start building ships. I can paint my closet. which I realize is not exciting, but it's what I'm going to do.
Yeah, are you sure you're going to be doing that?
Painting the closet? Yes.
Okay.
I ripped everything out of the closet. I removed all the shelves. I pulled out all the anchors that were in there, so I have large holes, because I'm getting a closet installed to deal with some of the issues in there. And they're like, it's no problem. You can take it out. We won't charge you anything. But if you want it painted, you want to do it before we come in to do the installation. Good point. No mindless dailies for a bit. Kind of, Maywin. Wee woo.
We will indeed.
Different mindless dailies, since this is another meta event. But it's different mindless ones. And the fact that I was spending like 3 hours a day collecting omegas, it adds up. It's a lot of time. Yeah, I have a KDF that I'm moving over from the old Ed account to here, I think. I think I've got enough KDF started that I don't need to worry about that. I mean, they're grandfathered in. If you have a KDF that you started during a KDF event, you don't have to do it all over again for every KDF, do you?
Don't know.
Oh, wow. Okay, I guess I'm going to have to figure that out. Don't know how long that's going on. This ship is so teeny tiny, I can barely see it. Unlike my big ships that actually get stuck inside buildings. Am I hearing Taz in the background?
It's my dungeon who's
Oh!
I was wondering why the sounds were so loud, so I tried turning it down.
Well, I can just hear it as kind of...
Okay.
So I have to start them up. Ugh. Wasn't something I was planning to do. So Bastilo is a cannon. Oh, it's left. No, there it is.
My beloved Malibus gifted me with our home food. I planted them here. A little garden for you. It looks as though
I've turned the volume down by about 50% and it's not affecting the announcer volume at all.
Is the audio for the
Opposite.
announcer volume separate?
It shouldn't be.
Hmm.
But apparently for this instance it is.
I know in Star Trek there's all sorts of different audio settings, so... Where am I going?
Oh my god.
What?
It's this noob, he needs healing and he runs away from me. So running away from your healer, that's a sure way of getting yourself killed.
Ooh. Well, that'll teach him.
I don't think he's there. Yeah, he's not.
Woo! Where's that whole heal of teammates when you need it? Maywin says, but will it teach him? That's a good question.
We just removed him.
It's like when we're doing the occasional mission and, you know, you stop to heal somebody, but they hit respawn anyway. It's like, but you're right here, I could fix you. Did Mom
Yeah.
give back her Ferengi ship? Not. No, that's not happening. I earned that Ferengi ship. It's not going back. I think we should get an extra ship because he's back now. You know, friendship class for those of us who are friends of Kael.
Having a small night snack.
Like a pound of
But there is
pasta?
no- But there is no small portions.
Well, you could get a regular portion and just eat a small portion. Okay, I didn't think so.
What is these words you're making?
We're talking about pasta. This normal, large, and
Yes.
a freaking pot full. Those are the only options. Okay, there might be a few more, but they're humongoid, large in size.
There is a restaurant. I won't call it a chain, but there's several of them across the United States called Maggiano's. And they do family-style servings for the most part. So every serving of pasta is a full pound of pasta plus whatever you're going to have on top of it. And that's a lot of pasta.
No, it isn't.
It's
No, it isn't?
No.
Yeah, it is.
a pound.
A pound.
That's a single serving
Yes, for them it is a single serving.
for one person.
Yeah. I can't do that. Back in the olden days, sure. These days,
Okay, for some people, two.
All right. What does that get me? 50 event campaign progress. Yay. Omega marks, or whatever the marks are, and an R&D pack. So, not bad. It's stuff. What's the hell? I'm going to unteam us and I'm going to jump over to a different account because believe it or not, I have to do this again, any one of them, on a different account. So let me do that real quick. And then we got something else to play. And we're back. Grab Complicados. So I like pasta. I have recently found the joys of chickpea pasta, which is amazingly good. It's a little bit softer than regular pasta. It doesn't cook quite the same, but it's very good, very nutritious. But I will still, when I've got the time, make pasta from scratch. And pasta from scratch is like ethereal. It is so good.
Yeah, what you're talking about is magic.
It is magic. You've clearly had my homemade pasta. It is indeed magic. What is that?
Stuff with chickpeas. It took me a while before I
gar-
learned the translation of that particular word.
Garbanzo beans?
Now you're
Oh,
just
chickpeas.
making up words again.
I don't know what it translates to.
Chickpeas.
Yeah.
The translation would, German word is Kichererbsen, which would translate to giggly peas.
Giggly peas. Okay.
They're not an American thing, so they've got to be there. What are chickpeas called in German?
I don't
Kircherbs,
know what makes them giggly, but what makes them into chickpeas?
Kitchererbsen. Kitchererbsen?
Kichererbsen.
Yeah. Yes, giggly peas. Yes. Why are they chickpeas? Probably because they fed them to chicks.
Oh.
Or kickert? Kickerter?
Kicherte.
Yep, for Norwegian. I'm trying to do one for Taz there. The thing you put into hummus. How's that?
This hummus.
Yes.
It's ground up chickpeas. It's not going to help us. Let's translate things with other things that we can't do. There we go. Hummus is usually cooked and finely ground chickpeas flavored with lemon juice, garlic, olive oil, sometimes cumin, or there is an herb. What's the herb that they use for hummus?
Groused on there.
What is it?
I'm
Let's see. It also has
fine, maybe. Why not?
I can't think of what the last thing is called. Sumac, which probably doesn't translate either.
No idea what it is.
Yeah, maybe that can't be an American thing. Sumac is a genus of hardy drought-tolerant shrubs and small trees known for their vibrant fall foliage and edible berries used for spices and drinks.
Huh?
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Not to be confused with poison ivy. It's from the Middle East and from the Mediterranean, and I don't see a translation for it. It's bright red. It's bright red, flaky stuff. It's got a really unusual taste, but I can't tell you what it tastes like because it tastes like sumac.
Yeah, that's helpful.
It's like, what does chocolate taste like? It tastes like chocolate. Oh no. My Starlight says I had my last teeth cleaning appointment Friday. Ah. I appreciate streaks, my Starlight. It doesn't affect how our streams do, so you do you. We appreciate you. If you want to do streaks, that's amazing, and I love you for it. But you just worry about you. That's the only thing that's important.
Streaks, teeth cleaning, what is where?
I get where he's going. He's trying to get a streak going, and every time real life interrupts that, he loses his streak on Discord or Twitch, whichever one that is. because they're difficult that way. They don't understand real life. I have something that tracks whether I use it daily or not. But if you miss a day, it's like, hey, you want to fix that? Not going to cost you anything, but you can only do one a month or one every 2 months. Yes, Mom endorses streaking, Satalia. It's good for you. So Maywin does not like poison ivy. It's interesting. I was very aware of poison ivy growing up, and since then has not bothered me. Apparently, not everybody reacts to it. Some people react very badly.
Sorry, I just remembered a skit a guy had on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
He portrays a workshop guy and also the guy's apprentice.
Is this,
Well,
is this the
I-
metalworking guy?
I believe so.
Big guy?
Bald?
Yep.
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 Okay, so you know who I'm talking about.
Yep.
Well,
Yes,
well,
I do.
apparently, okay. Well, the thing is, there's a lady that commissioned him to distill some poison ivy,
Uh-huh.
and it's either him or the apprentice. I can't remember, but apparently, the lady is going to put it into a diffuser in her grandmother's room.
Oh, God.
Yeah, and apparently, she inherited her brother's house,
Uh-huh.
and her family's been coming over, and apparently, stuff's been moved, but the family says, "No, we're not doing it." Well, she's putting the poison ivy into a diffuser in that room. She's immune to it.
Oh.
If the family's telling the truth, no issue at all.
Mm-hmm.
If they're lying,
It's going to be an issue.
yeah,
Wow. I have other stories that I can't tell here because they're naughty, but let's just say if you're cheating on your spouse and you're allergic to poison ivy, they can make your life uncomfortable.
yeah.
Maywin says if he's in the same zip code as any poison ivy, he starts swelling up, but his daughter has no response to it. It's something in your skin. I mean, if you ingest it, it's not good for you either. And thank you, Satalia, for the dark liquid, which I will go down and get a dark liquid in a few minutes. But I'm still working on some water up here. All right, I've switched to a different account. If anybody, I will send you an invitation here. There you are, on Gem
Just
Harder.
loading into Deep Space Nine.
No problem. I'm not in a hurry.
Oh, that went faster than the last time.
So, Satalia, I went out and bought wine because last week was brutal. If you're listening, my two people who were here, I love you dearly. You were wonderful guests. Could not ask for more accommodating or gracious or kind guests. It was lovely. I'm just not used to having people in my house after being on my own for 2 years. And it's like uncomfortable for a whole week. So by Saturday, we all went back to the retirement party for my friend. And then they went back to Texas and I came home and it's this... I still had to get a couple bottles of wine.
Do you remember me telling you something similar to that?
Yes. Oh, yeah, I totally remember that. But, it went...
Problem is you get too comfortable with your alone time.
I
So
do get very
when
comfortable
people
with
are
it.
around, you're like,
You're in my
I
house.
really need some alone time now.
Yeah, stay back. But they were lovely. I mean, they didn't impose on when I needed to be alone. They didn't make me do things with them if I didn't want to. We had like 6 things we were doing together in the 6 days they were there. So there's always something going on. But they got home safe, so yay. Glad they got home safe. Mom, what's the color palette of your current outfit? It's like a Federation red with an ivory trim and black. Except for my socks, they're white. Okay, so we did to hell with honor.
Let's do Starbase next.
Okay. Is it defensive starbase? No, that's the one there. Defensive starbase 1. Here we go. So weirdly enough, no green. Hey, my headphones are green. No. So Talia, if we woo,
We will indeed.
we don't do the green on March the 17th. We do aqua.
Listen up. The war has
Because it's my brother's birthday and he likes aqua, so we all wear aqua, except I'm not wearing that either at the moment. So we had a very light dusting of snow, maybe, eighth of an inch last night. Enough that the dogs are like, oh, heck no, we're not going out. And then my brother sent a picture of his house. It's up to the second floor. It is
Oh.
March the 17th. They've had 309 inches of snow so far this year. The record they ever had in a year was 311. And a year ago at this point, they were at 297. So they're way above where they need to be for this year.
we're prepping for evac of non-essential personnel and civilians.
Oh, look, there's another jelly.
Yeah, we need 3 more.
Do you put the other jellies?
Yeah, we'll just have them. Each person stays in one spot, and we're covered. Let's see. Tomorrow is 50,000 haul for a teammate, and Friday is dead triples. And if anybody wants some triples, I've got a couple hundred stashed at the moment.
Should I reduce my energy so you all get some Klingons to murder?
I got some. I got enough. You do you. Have fun. So I saw that Casual SAB had the new Klingon weapons out, so I guess he's bought it out. But I didn't really watch the episode he broadcast, so I have no idea what they're like. Probably should go watch it. Other than, oh, they shoot things. Wow. I'm going to get back to Friday with Starfleet Academy. I was thinking, since it's 3 episodes, you guys want to start at 6 or at 6:30?
6 is good.
Does everybody agree with that? 6 o'clock? Because it's going to be basically 3 hours.
You are in the Midwestern time zone, right?
I'm in the Eastern time zone. Weirdly enough, Indianapolis is Eastern time.
So that'll be 5 o'clock Central.
Does that work for you, Graz, or do you want me to start a little bit later?
Fine for me.
Okay. Maywin, does that work for you? What's weird? What is weird, Maywin?
Huh.
Oops, wrong button. That should still work. I do wish we could run these TFOs and bank them and turn them in at a different time, but I don't think we can. Oh, you've already launched. Don't be whiny.
An evacuation ship is launching. Give them cover. The Klingons are regrouping again. Get into position to prepare for the next assault.
That's good. So approximately 15 minutes from now, but on Friday. Just so everybody knows where we're at.
Here come the Klingon battleships. Keep fighting.
Yay, burger is on its way.
What did you get?
Arctic burger.
What's in it?
I have no clue. It's
Oh.
a big slab of meat with a lot of other stuff.
Okay. I will say, friends who were
With
here,
other stuff.
bought a lot of food to cook and then didn't cook it. So I wound up with like 2.5 pounds of ground beef, which is now weighed out into nice patties for cooking outside in the freezer.
Now you have enough patties for 4 burgers.
6, but yeah, you're in the right ballpark there. You do 4, and they're going to be cooking till tomorrow. I declined to do the Julia Child thing where she adds butter to them so they stay nice and moist. So I'm sure they're tasty if you added a stick of butter to every pound of burgers.
That's a lot of butter.
It's a lot of butter.
Yes.
Bet they taste good, though.
Probably do.
Those are gone, too. There's one.
A stick of butter is like 4 ounces.
Yes, exactly. True ho hell, yes. If you let the meat rest covered, it draws the moisture in again. That's how you make a nice juicy steak or juicy turkey. But we're talking Julia Child, who would let the meat rest, but she'd still stick butter in it just to give that certain extra heart attack quality. I'll bet it's good. She'd work the butter into the meat before it cooked. So she would add the butter. She'd get it soft and add that and spices and herbs and salt and stuff to the meat, shape the burgers, let them rest, and then butter burgers.
I know something similar where you get a butter, herbs or something.
Yeah.
And you put that into the grinder with the meat.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a local restaurant that takes the marrow out of the bones from the cows and grinds that into the beef to just give it that certain little extra. Yes, Malin says, and then you feel your arteries hardening. Yeah, true that. So true. This isn't artery hardening, but I'm going to run down and get myself the drink that Satalia bought me with her mysterious dark liquid. So I'll be back in just a moment. And then back. There we go. We still have Defend Rio Station, though. Which, weirdly enough, is easier to run on Elite than it is to run on Normal or Advanced. Okay, I bought a new wine from the store yesterday or Sunday, whenever I bought it. Was yesterday Sunday? No,
Nope.
it's Tuesday, right?
Yep.
Okay, it's Tuesday. So I bought some wine on Sunday, and it's definitely a liquid.
A liquid. Well, that's a way of putting it.
Would be weird if it wasn't.
That's about the defining characteristic. It's supposed to be hints of gooseberry and passion fruit
What?
with a touch of grapefruit underlying it. It's Sauvignon Blanc from New Zealand, and it's a liquid.
So I'm taking that it's not a good liquid.
It was $9. It's definitely not worth the $9. It's wet. Thank you, Maywin. It is wet. I'm trying to explain to this is the second time I've gone to this place. Now, I do not dress nicely when I go in there because it's Sunday and I've usually been at the gym or working in the garden or been in the gym and working in the garden and walking the dogs, and it's 70 degrees, so it's absolutely gorgeous. So I'm wearing glove. And I'm holding a nice bottle of wine in one hand, like, $30 bottle of wine. And she offers to assist me. Hi, Mar Huckman. And she's recommending like this $8 bottle of wine, a $9. And I'm thinking, do I look like I want to spend $9 on a bottle of wine? No.
Yes.
Apparently I do. Hello, Mar Hockman.
Yeah, I'm just one of those people. It's just like, why bother with any of them?
With what? With wine?
Yeah.
I like them. If you do not like wine or beer or alcohol, or you do not drink for any reason, that's fine. I do not judge people because they do or do not drink. If it works for you, great.
Anyway.
Yeah, my martial arts instructor grew up in Germany, has never had any alcohol in his life. He's in the military. He's never gone out and had drinks. He goes out with people, does not drink. I don't think less or more of him for that. That's totally on him.
Well, also it's just like some people it doesn't like work the same way as it does for others.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
I'm apparently one of those where it's just like, no.
Well, my son's friend has an inflammatory reaction, which unfortunately, because he had some surgery on his face, it makes his face inflame and it's very painful, so he doesn't drink. And my son started getting rashes from drinking, so he doesn't drink. And our instructor doesn't drink. And we have lots of friends who, for whatever reasons, don't drink. I think it's more and more common these days. If you don't drink, you don't drink.
Well, I mean, like I've heard stories about people who just like can't properly break down alcohol.
Oh,
but
there
there's
is
also some people where it just tastes horrible to
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
I'm apparently one of those where things that are like really, really, really weak, like hard cider, maybe anything stronger than that, I just want to spit it out.
Well, honestly, if you're going to drink hard cider because you like the flavor of the apple juice and the fizzies, you can get cider that's non-alcoholic too, and it's absolutely delightful.
Yeah, but I was
Like-
saying it's like in anything stronger than that, the taste of the alcohol is just blah.
Yeah, no, a lot of people don't like it. Honestly, I've had alcohol-free wines. Some are good. Most of them are a crime against humanity. I'm going to put this wine that I'm drinking right now into it's not a crime against humanity, but it didn't do anything to elevate humanity either. Some are good, some exist. Perfect. Some shouldn't. True. So what next, good people? What shall we do tonight?
Oh, you wanted to do a 5-man run of the dang it, I forgot what the name of the thing is. Good. The new TFO.
The new TFO, Belly of the Beast.
Yes.
Do you have a preference in how to run it?
Well, I was just thinking is like an actual like a full pre-made run with voice comms because like this is one of those things where I've never tried it that way, and this is one of the rare TFOs where it actually has a reason to use voice comms.
Yes, it does. Absolutely does. Some games do,
So,
but not on this particular account. This one would not be good for it. Do you want to do Federation or Klingon?
if we're doing a private, we should be able to just mix.
Oh, we need to get 5 people to do that, though. And right now, the only person is in here is you, me, and what the hell? And I don't know if he wants to do.
Oh, I thought I saw more than that.
Oh, there's people in here in chat, but Taz is playing World of Warcraft and Graz is doing Graz stuff.
Oh, I see.
So,
Well, I guess I'll log in on a Fed because that seems to
okay.
work easier.
Let me switch to the other account then. So I'm going to click out of here real quick. I'll be right back. And we're back. Let's see who's my good ground tune. Kethma. Kethma should be great.
Ending is overrated.
I run through all these. Epic Lightning, Mud's Time. Ball Lightning or Agony Field? What do you think we want better? Actually, I could put them both in.
Both.
Actually, on this map, Agony Field it has some really interesting uses
Okay.
because of the fact that it has so many narrow hallways and it also has parallel hallways.
Yes, it does. Oh, that's a good point.
So Agony Field could hit things in a parallel hallway.
Okay. Let me see what I'm going to put in the other one. We can't. Can we assimilate them?
No,
Okay.
they count as Borg even if they're the most degenerate, defective Borg known to any universe.
Okay, I've got some good stuff up then. Let's see.
Yeah, like one of the things I observed one of the times of me streaming the thing is like the only reason these guys are actually as dangerous as they are is because of the whole like proto matter manipulation thing that they can do. If not for that, they would have probably like completely like self-destructed due to being incapable of doing anything. But due to the fact that they're almost like walking Genesis devices in miniature form, they can do things that other Borg can't, which prevents them from being a complete non-threat.
By the way,
Also, the universe they come from, the main Borg invasion that we stop in the tutorial for Star Trek Online succeeded, and thus in that universe, a Starfleet just wasn't able to do anything about them.
that's reasonable. Let me interrupt for 1 second. Good evening, Admiral. How are you doing? Okay.
Because like, well, one of the goofiest things about them is the fact that they didn't assimilate the Federation. They assimilated the Borg because the fact that they didn't come into existence until after the Borg had already overrun the Federation, and Trill was one of the handful of
My
worlds
food
that hadn't been
arrived.
assimilated
Yay,
yet.
food. Go get your food.
I already did.
Oh, good.
So, Trill scientists trying to think of something did a unethical experiment, accidentally created the Camerans but the Camerans actually didn't get created directly by their unethical experiments. The unethical experiments actually just made crazy Trill symbiotes.
Yep, that sounds about right.
But they what they were trying to do was like make duplicates of symbiotes, like cloning symbiotes or something. The exact specifics aren't really explained very well. It just kind of looks like, well, Trill with symbiotes are better than Trill without symbiotes, so let's make more symbiotes or something. But the symbiotes that they created from this were apparently completely insane. Then the Borg assimilate them.
Okay, that's kind of reasonable. And yes, Admiral Kage, you and Satalia were correct. Let me send out some party invitations here.
And then after the Borg assimilated the insane symbiotes, they started using protomatter tech to corrupt the Borg of their universe and then just like take over that way.
So anytime you've got something like the Chimeran, which seem to be more bent on destruction than on anything else, it's kind of like the Reavers from Firefly. You know, what do you do when all you've got is destruction?
Yeah, it's like that's the reason why they rely on protomatters. That their use of protomatter lets them do things that they're not really like thinking through what they're
No,
doing.
absolutely
They're
they aren't.
just like pushing a button and having the protomatter give them more things to screw up, which
Well, there's that,
is
yes.
probably the only reason that they haven't, like self-destructed yet.
Well, it's going to be a very short existence. You know, as an individual, yes, but as a community, a culture, a species, whatever, that's not something that's going to exist for too long. It simply just doesn't have that.
Yeah. And like as a culture, they basically don't have one. It's
No.
just like it's like the stereotypical chaos swarm
Yep.
where there's just like crazy fanatics just running around doing whatever the heck.
But usually, for it to get to the point where they've got space travel, you've got to have something in place that controls them, because you're going to have a hierarchy. You've got to have somebody in charge who's controlling making ships, directing space travel, etc., etc. It can't just be the Chimerans, which obviously we've got because we see different levels of it, but it still seems all bent on destruction. I'm waiting to start this till we get out of the ad, in case anybody else wants to join.
Yeah, that's actually a very interesting aspect of this, because the fact that there are several things we know about them in that regard. In that, one of the things is that they have several different overlapping sets of directives that conflict with each other, which causes the Chimerans to act even more crazy, because of the fact that they have separate objectives which are telling them to just like nuke the universe.
Yeah.
And then there's one a set of objectives which there's like a chaos objective to just like destroy everything, and like instead of assimilating people, just rip them to pieces because it's fun. Like there's one of those objectives, and then there's an objective where they want to turn the universe into a utopia where everything is the Borg.
Well,
But they can't do those at the same time, and it's just
yeah, the uber destructive organizations, I can't even call it a culture because a culture wouldn't do that. So they had to have been something at one time and degenerated to this point, or these are the frontline soldiers that are being sent out because they just don't care. So I think there's more to the story. I hope there's more to the story. But I have an issue right now with the way the story is progressing, because we've got so many loose ends going out there. They're going to have to start wrapping this up, even though I know they're not going to wrap this chain until next year.
Well, one of the most important things to remember about the Chimerans is actually something that is related to what I said earlier about their origin.
Mm-hmm.
What date did the Camerans come to exist?
It doesn't matter because they came into existence in an alternate universe, correct? They're not in this universe?
But what I'm getting at with this, though, is that in their universe, they've existed for only a few years.
Yep, that makes perfect sense.
It's like a plague. Okay, the Borg were conquering the entire Alpha Quadrant and Beta Quadrant. So people trying to come up with last-ditch efforts accidentally resulted in the creation of the Camerans, and then the Camerans started infecting all of the Borg in that universe who had already overrun the Federation. So you have this mass number of Camerans that are doing stuff, but it was never a stable society because of the fact that they literally came into existence only a few years ago.
No argument. That sounds
After
reasonable.
the point in time that the Federation tutorial happens. They came into existence after that point in time.
Maybe. Admiral Kage says, I think we will see Terry Farrell return as Jadzia Dax, who will be in charge of the Chimerans. Oh, that's a take I had not considered.
Well, see, that's actually something that they kind of hint at because, like, the alternate universe version of Esri was never joined to the Dax symbiont. And she's actually afraid of the idea of being joined because of the fact that in her universe,
We're not talking Esri, are we? We're talking the other one, Tegan.
Well, Esri Tegan, that was her name before she got joined. Then she started using the name Esri Dax after getting joined.
But Esri Tegan wasn't joined. Esri Dax was.
Yeah.
Okay.
The alternate universe version of Esri.
Are you talking about the long-haired Trill or the short-haired Trill?
The short-haired.
What?
Esri.
Ah.
I don't think of Jadzia as having long hair, but whatever.
She does.
I guess longer than Esri.
Yeah, it's definitely longer. It was long enough to go back in a ponytail. That takes long. Admiral Kage says it was hinted by the Tegan. I'll have to go back and rewatch that. Anybody else want to join us for Belly of the Beast? That's an answer.
Sorry, I
That's okay.
thought I managed to turn the microphone off fast enough, but apparently not. It was one of those involuntary ones.
It
Because
happens.
I couldn't keep pace when I was eating, so I just
You can eat
stopped the
slower.
phone.
We're still there. Was it good?
Oh, you know what?
But if I
The-
eat slow, I have more room in my mouth, and that's weird.
You have more time to
Okay.
enjoy its deliciousness.
Anyways, there is actually
That's
another thing we
yummy.
haven't brought up yet that hints that the Dax symbiont might be one of the leaders. Is that there's a line where they said when they were talking about how they chose symbionts for the process of trying to create clone symbionts, that they were
Mhm.
looking at the best and most successful of the symbionts,
Yeah.
which I think was hinting at the Dax symbiont being one of the model symbionts for there as a template for them trying to create new symbionts artificially.
Mm-hmm.
But
Well-
it's one of those like vague hinting kind of things.
Well, let's go slightly off stove for just a moment before we hit Belly of the Beast here. For those of you who've seen the Starfleet Academy that has Tawny Newsome in it, am I going to spoil this for anybody? Raise your hand if I'm going to
Not
spoil this.
me.
Who's
I
doing
know
this?
exactly what role she played.
Pardon? You know what role she played
No.
in? Okay.
Yeah, it's not a spoiler for me.
Okay. So if you don't want to know, cover your ears. But Tawny Newsome plays a 32nd century implantation of the Dax symbiont in a different person. Don't listen then,
Yeah.
Admiral. Cover your ears.
Oh,
And it's not really subtle, but generally the symbionts only have about a 200-year lifespan. That means this symbiont has existed for what, 800 years ish? Maybe a little
We
bit
don't
more.
actually know what its calendar age would be at this point, which is one of those things that's a giant question a lot of people have. Is like, wait a second, how? We don't know.
Well, if we're going with
But
canon,
the
and
symbionts definitely do actually have a lifespan.
yeah,
That is one of those things that they talked about in
uh-huh,
TNG and DS9 about symbionts, is that symbionts getting older, they start to get feeble.
yeah.
And eventually they'll no longer be able to take a host.
Maywin, I don't know if it was 7th or 8th, but it was definitely 5th or 6th at least. Didn't Jax say she was 300 or 400? Well, 200 is what we see in canon, though it's not mentioned in the series, but I think that comes up from like, Memory Alpha maybe?
I'm not sure what the exact age was. But yeah, it's like the Dex symbiont is one of the things.
Okay, typically they live for hundreds of years, some living to be over 800. However, that was extended after Discovery. So yes, having an 800-year symbiont isn't unheard of, apparently. So yeah, Dax existing to the time of the 32nd century isn't unheard of in the updated timeline.
I'm pretty sure that Memory Alpha is actually just borrowing from Academy for that last part there. But anyways,
Okay, I'm looking at the Memory Alpha page right now, and it says they can live long compared to most humanoid species. Can easily live beyond 550 years.
Okay.
While one was known to have lived more than 800, and another for almost 1200.
Okay.
right. Dax is the one that ends up being almost 1200, because that's how old she would have to be to still be around in the Star Trek Academy timeline.
Right.
If
So
there's not some sort of like time skip thing involved.
Right, that Dax symbiont, who shouldn't have been in any time skip, was born in 2018 and still alive in 3195, so that makes roughly 1200. But that was updated after Starfleet Academy came out. Prior to that, the oldest one was the Bix symbiont, who was over 800 years old in 3191, though it was near the end of its life, having lived longer than most symbionts, and its consciousness would be left with no lasting neurological effects detectable by a 32nd century brain scan, and no access to the memories of the mind they had embodied, for the most part.
Yeah.
Unless where the plot required it.
Well, that's what I was saying about how at some point the symbionts would kind of sort of just lose the ability to take a host. It's like,
yeah,
it's just like, yes, it's technically still alive, technically.
Technically.
Hmm.
Technically.
Or that Dex symbiont we saw may have been full of it.
Yeah,
There is
there's
actually
no reason that they would have to be honest about it.
There is actually a different approach, and it's something that is kind of sort of stupid, but it is something that you could argue is something that they did.
Which is?
Basically mixing Trill logic with Vulcan logic, and basically having the symbiont do a Kotrick transfer. But the catch with this, though, is that for this to be ethically viable, you would basically be doing what, well, in Hearts and Minds, Dr. Sabak,
Yes.
transferring his mind into clones of himself.
Yes.
So we'd basically be doing that with the Trill symbiont.
I would say, yeah, if we can do it with humans, but we don't see that as being a great success in Hearts and Minds. But okay, yeah, I can buy that.
That's the only other option I can think of for them to go with, because of the fact that there's just like, okay, what else is there?
Hold it, there's an Enterprise Tribbles episode? What?
Oh yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Maywin.
Star Trek Enterprise went there at one point, yeah.
Why do I not remember that episode?
Here's just my grandest question: Why can't we just accept the fact that the Trill were always secretive about this stuff, and everyone's just now realizing how
Oh,
old these
I
outside Trill are.
I
These Dax
totally
are,
accept
not Dax,
that.
the symbiotes are.
Yeah.
That's a lot better than, well, they had a contract thing, and it's a lot more acceptable than all that.
I wrote a
That
fanfic
the
where
Trill are finally telling the truth.
I did a fanfic where the Breen were like, "Oh yeah, we're not like that at all." But hey, that's your problem. We didn't tell you that. And I'm like, sure, I can totally buy that the Trill would do that too. She mentions remembering medical school and going to school with McCoy. Wow.
Well, you said 2018, right?
She said 20, or they said 2018. I'm going to take them at their word. Why would they lie? Sure. Okay, great. I can go with, you don't need to know some things.
Well,
Why would they lie?
didn't
Didn't
they have that one episode
Which
in
one?
TNG
With the
where
Trill,
they
yeah.
had with the transporter because they didn't tell anybody that there was a symbiote in them?
Yeah,
Yes.
or
yes.
they did have the
That's a
transporter.
lie.
And we later find
It's more
out
lies.
That's
the Trill
That's an
have been a
omission.
Well,
But then they
we
also didn't tell them. Then they also lied about how the Trill population was actually vastly more compatible with the symbiotes than they
Oh,
said.
yeah, absolutely. But that's a whole different
So
story.
there's a lot of lies with their thing. They hide their symbiotes. So
that's actually one of those things that's interesting, is because the fact that the symbiotes' existence was like some sort of like sacred, closely guarded secret, and that while the Trill, being, a spacefaring civilization, had gone to a whole lot of places and traded very extensively, joint Trill weren't anywhere near that adventurous as a general rule. Because of the fact that if you get vaporized in a phaser fight, then your symbiote doesn't get passed down to anyone else.
Well, it's also been argued that
avoid stuff like
it
that.
wasn't just the Trill that wanted to limit it. It was whoever's in charge of. Sorry, it wasn't the symbionts that wanted to limit it. It was the Trill people who wanted to limit it to only X number of joint Trill symbionts every year. For whatever
they
reason.
made it out to be the symbiotes were more adventurous than the Trill wanted.
Yeah.
Well,
the Trill get bored after a while.
The other aspect of this, though, is that the symbionts can't reproduce very well. They don't reproduce as fast as Trill do, apparently.
Okay.
Well, I mean,
the specifics of this I don't really understand, because I don't think they've ever actually been fully explained. But,
no, it's kind of hinted at. Ronald D. Moore was like, well, we think this. But I think when you have a culture where people live to 600, 700 years old, you're going to have a slower rate of having kids, because that's a long lifespan and you can go into overpopulation really, really, really quick.
Mm-hmm.
These are this is my son for my 15th clutch.
Yeah.
What's your name again? Oh, can't remember. Twilex, right? Twilex?
I've got family members who can't remember their own kids' names. Can't imagine what it would be like.
You should hear my grandmother when she's mad. She pulls everybody's name out. Every grandkid out. Like, it'll just rapid succession.
Yeah, she's going to hit it at some point or another.
Yeah, exactly.
So, about that Belly of the Beast.
About that Belly of the Beast. Anybody else want to join us? Let me finish this Omega and I will start her up.
One of the reasons why the Trill Symbiote Commission kind of put the stringent rules in place for host selections, they kind of wanted to get the best of the best to be host.
Okay, it doesn't look like...
Otherwise, you will get occasionally the weirdo that joins.
Good point.
Also, this is also the same logic as the lack of reassociation thing. It's that
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
because
hit.
they want new experiences every time for the symbiote. They
I'm
don't
gonna
want to
hit this.
rehash of the same people over and over again in the symbiote's memory.
We are queued up. We will see what happens here.
Remember, the whole point of the symbiote for the Trill is to
Wee-woo.
collect knowledge.
And on that, I want to jump over to Starfleet Academy once we're done here.
Thanks for joining me aboard the. Their horde has a. Well, you
Okay.
So, like, well, one thing we have actually seen like half Trill that were joined before.
Mm-hmm.
That one episode where Cisco got caught in that weird time loop planet, that did actually have the Dax symbiote on a descendant of Jadzia.
Well, that would make sense because he is
Oh, hey, did you
compatible
guys
for that.
notice that there's a folder in this corner that you can read?
Oh yeah. That walks you through everything.
No.
No.
This is a thing talking about the a Midas array and stuff. So it's like off to the side. Like you remember in the story episode where there's the Chimeran corpse on the
Yeah.
bio bed? Yeah, it's basically next to where that would be.
Oh yeah, that one.
Nothing particularly important, but hey, you know, a little bit of lore or something.
All right, let us do this thing.
Take down these chimerans and override those.
You would think too that as they get older, they like in their the symbiotes in their midlife that they would get more adventurous, but they get bored of living on Trill all the time,
Well,
seeing
Oh,
everything
yeah.
when they
one of
know the
those, like,
galaxy is out there.
they want to see and experience new things.
Yeah, because they see Trill and ain't nothing really going to change that much to them.
Oh, hey,
No,
it's the
oh,
big
hold
guy.
on.
The apex has detected you. Look out
Yeah.
for inclusion.
Damn it! I tried to get to the door, and
Yeah, no.
I misjudged it because the fact that my run speed was
Affected,
variable.
yeah. It's affected as soon as he's in there. It's like, I don't know what I want to do. It was very mean of him.
You are
I have
also
actually
watching
been seeing this intermittent thing where sometimes I will be held when there's no visible thing affecting me. I don't
Yes.
know if it's actually the big guy doing that or if it's a ranged version of that grab attack that the uh
Yeah, but you would still have an effect show up for it. If it's slowing down like you're running and you start doing weird stuff, that's because your
well,
DC.
I'm not actually like checking my effect bar to see if I have an effect icon on me. It's like I don't see
Yeah,
anything that
it is
looks
kind of
like
hard to keep track of
being
those.
applied to me.
There is
Oh
a
yeah, by
group
the
in
way,
the next room. Here we go.
did you know that you can actually see Esri on this map?
Where?
Well, like the console I'm at right now, the door next to it. You can't. It's this room you can't go into, and there's like two Chimerans stuck inside a force field, and there's Esri Dax typing at a science console.
He's right behind me. No, 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 no.
Thriller, I think, probably the most enigmatic species in Star Trek. To be honest with you.
Well, I would actually say it's less enigmatic and more just like incompletely explained.
What's the point? That's how they that's how they wrote their lore, was to keep themselves to themselves, but not be isolation. Be out there, but don't tell them what's going on home.
think
Whereas
we've
everyone
been.
else explains everything. You ask a human in Star Trek, and they will explain all of Earth's history about how they had a war, and they're going to be joining up.
It's
They
like
found the Vulcans.
the symbiote thing is actually also like a secret on Trill, because like they don't really like fully. Oh god.
Did you die? Oh, yep.
Kind of the
Okay,
whole
that
point.
time I had a hold get applied to me so that I couldn't run away from the apex, and the
Ah!
apex was trying to smash me.
That old Dark Mom getting it too.
Oh yeah. As soon as he gets you, you slow down.
Trap the apex.
Anyways, that one that we were in, that corner, that one still needs done. So I'm running back there.
Okay, I'm back upstairs again. Ran past him. He didn't stop me.
More chimera
Okay.
energy signatures are being detected in the core room.
Hiding on the back side of the consoles is a very useful thing, because like
The final
with some of them you can just like climb behind it. Oh hey, Darkmom, come looking through this door over here. See, look, it's Esri. Esri is in there.
She is in there. Wow.
I actually didn't notice until I was looking at some screen caps I did of the map and realized that there were white dots indicating a friendly NPC was in that room. And I'm like, wait a second, what friendly NPC? So I looked in game. It's like, oh, it's Esri.
It's Esri. Esri is our friend. I went too far around.
Wouldn't say that.
So this is an interesting one because the fact that there are actually 2 captain level boss enemies in here.
Are there?
One of which is already dead. When you go back to the hangar bay after completing part 1, there's a captain level enemy in the hangar bay.
Trying to get out of here now. Is this it?
Yeah, because like this mission actually does have the a spider centaur enemy in it.
Yeah.
It pops up as a captain level enemy in the hangar bay part.
I love this walk your character does when you come out of the turbo lift.
Yeah, like one thing that I've been attempting to do research on is figuring out how the locked doors thing works. It's like, as far as I can tell, like it's like semi-random. Like sometimes it changes when you do a console. Sometimes it doesn't. I'm not really sure beyond that. Oh hey, I managed to stun him. Good. I'm
Hey.
going to run away from him while he's
Yes.
stunned.
A fine idea.
I just pushed the button to place the mine because of the fact that I was there. And it's like, oh hey, sure, let's place some mine just in case the thing is around here somewhere. And he
Ooh, catch of the day.
it literally just like turned and slapped me.
Yep.
I didn't even have reason to think it had seen me. It just goes. Pah! Like I tried backing away from it, but it's oh come on. It hasn't freaking left yet. It's spawn camping the a starting area. I have actually seen it in this point do this thing where it kind of sort of just like stops moving.
Yeah.
Great. You've overridden 2 interlink nodes. Just 2 more left.
Of course the Chimeran's here. Why wouldn't the Apex be here? The Apex is always just hiding behind you.
Thank you, Hotel.
It's behind me, huh? It's like every horror movie you've ever seen, you know?
Yep, yep.
Behind me, huh?
He's inside the array.
One thing that I'm using on this character that I hadn't tried on previous runs is coordinated synergies.
Yeah.
Plus 27% run speed is actually really, really useful on this map.
That won't unlock. What the hell until we get all 4?
I'm actually genuinely not sure what the heck actually does the unlocks for the
Well, for that specific door, I do know that you've got to have all 4 of these on the second group undone. All 4 of the...
you mean the a door to the boss fight
Right.
room. Yeah,
Yeah.
okay. That one, yeah. It's like this one. I'm looking at what I marked as door number 8 on my map. Some runs it's just not locked at all. But on some runs it literally just stays locked the entire time.
Yep, got that one already.
Yeah, the beacon is for the fourth one.
He's right behind me. I'm going to avoid him.
I am going to crawl as far as I can behind this computer console.
There's 3 of us hiding behind a door right now. In whatever they call that. Exclusion zones. Occlusion zones. Wait. Can I get over there? Yeah. Yep, not that one.
The new thing
Yeah.
we saw about oh my god, what is that show? Firefly.
Yeah.
That show name. That's a lot more uplifting to me than them just doing another show, like live action show.
Well,
Did you see that, Mom? It literally vanished in front of my eyes.
Because we got the 4th one.
Like a second before it's about to smash every single one of us. Oh wait, we went the wrong way. Go back. It's the other way.
It's the other way. Yeah.
3 door 10, 3 door 9, and then up here.
We have to go back to that room through the door. Yeah, this is the door that I was saying doesn't unlock until we get the 4th one done. But yes, I totally agree. Firefly, I was trying to figure out how they're going to do it because with Wash dying, it's like, no, how are you going to do that? How are you going to unkill him? But animation, and you can write any story up until that moment. That is so awesome.
Oh my goodness. It is 97 degrees in Arizona right now.
It is not 97 degrees here. It is, it's up to 24.
That sounds normal.
61 right now here.
It was 70 on Sunday. I was out in t-shirt enjoying the day.
Yeah, that's the thing that made me so mad. It was like Sunday it was 80, 85, and then Sunday night it was like 30.
Welcome to Chicago.
And we got the wind like Chicago too.
Oh my God, the winds have been crazy.
Like Jesus. I felt like I swear Mary Poppins was going to fly on by here eventually. It was that bad. It was that bad.
It was bad.
Even the squirrels were on the ground that day. Like they were like, yeah, we'll stay in the trees.
Yep.
Squirrels like no, please. I have actually seen squirrels fall to their deaths, so
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it was windy, and all the leaves on my front lawn. I'm like, I'll pick them up, after the wind. And you know what? At the end of the day, they're all in my neighbor's yard.
Oh yeah. Did you see how we had the thing that says you will be devoured, consumed, perfected? It's like wait, what? How do you do all 3 of those at the same time?
Which one?
Perfect.
Which one first?
Indigestion.
You'll be devoured. Ooh, really?
Oh, great. Put his shields back up. How dare you?
How dare you try to defend yourself?
Yeah, really. I
I'm
had
here
stuff
kill
to
you.
do.
You will die one way or another. It could take a while, or it could be quick.
I died.
Either way, you will be dead when I'm done with you.
Right.
Do it.
I
Now
killed
the
me.
NPCs in Division 2 or make me talk like that all the time. We're gonna kill him. No, you're not.
Oh, that worked surprisingly well. I did the bioessence transfer at the last moment there. It does take down his power once his shields are down, so that's a nice one to consider.
Oh, the best kit module I've seen for killing that thing,
Yeah.
the Borg cutting beam.
Oh, I was going to bring that. I didn't. I will bring that for next time.
Because of the fact that the Apex doesn't try to get out of it. It will just sit there and eat the whole freaking thing.
I think you and your task force just bought us all some time. Without your
So it's like you activate the cutting beam and it'll just like right on top of its head.
Wow. That went surprisingly well. Still have to learn the maps a little bit better on that one.
Yeah, on this build I am using a what are those things called again? Bowel anti-proton full auto rifle, and that build is basically just like a whole bunch of weapon damage buffs.
Well, in light of being a Borgie thing, I went with the Thompson submachine gun, but I've done it with Lex knives and I've done it with a presidential hand axe.
Well, one thing with this build though is the fact that I'm using covert assault drone. I do have to wonder how covert assault drone would work with the Tommy gun. That could be fun. But yeah, it's like that does go relatively quickly when you have a group of people that are working together and know what they're doing.
And also as we all get to know it better.
I mean, then there's just like stupid bad luck in this one because of the fact that it's like, why is it just hanging out next to the starting area? Go away.
Well, it gets stuck. It frequently gets stuck behind the consoles, and when that happens, as long as you don't go for that console, it's great. However, at some point, you're going to have to go to get that console.
Well, also it's like certain consoles, like that one that we got killed or almost got killed at. I mean, they're literally just sitting in a hallway that it patrols.
Yeah. But it does walk around, and from what I've been told, if it walks clockwise, and as soon as it gets stopped, it's going to reverse and go counterclockwise. So if it walks by you and reverses, he's coming right after you. But if he walks by, comes by again, go in the opposite direction.
Well, yeah, it has a defined patrol route. It
Right.
does. The problem with it is that you don't ever actually really know which part of the patrol route it's on.
True. I can't wait till it hits advanced,
Unless
and then
you're,
we're
like,
really stuck.
standing there watching it.
Which
Also,
comes back to what I
it
had
is
suggested
useful
once
to
with
know-
one person stay outside the occlusion zone, watch the map, and let everybody know what's going on.
Another thing is that it is useful to memorize which areas are outside its patrol route, where you know that if you're standing here, it's not going to just bump into you. It's only going to
That's a good point.
go there if it's aggroed. Like you know that one console in that side hallway next to the sealed off room that Esri is hiding in.
Yeah.
The Apex actually doesn't patrol into that side hallway. It will only enter that if it's chasing someone.
Which, as long as everybody knows that person's being chased and not running in that hallway. So again, you're right. You need better communications.
Yes, I'm really interested in seeing what the devs come up with for a elite version of this.
Probably no shortly.
Well, also I'm expecting that the elite version will have a fail trigger based on players KO'd.
Oh, I
Whereas-
think you're
whereas
100%
that
right.
whole thing where, if you have players get KO'd 20 times or 16 times or whatever number it was, if you have players get KO'd that number of times, you fail the
Right.
optional in the regular version.
Mhm.
Well, in the elite version, that would just be a
Yeah, I
game
think that's
over.
going to be fail criteria. I think they actually mentioned it. There is a couple of areas where they're talking about the elite version already, so we know they're planning on it. Though I would be really happy if we saw Advanced and Elite Operation Wolf. That would be nice. Still missing that. Would anybody like to do Rio Station to get it done?
Yes.
Sure, why not?
Was that a yes, what's the hell?
Yes.
Anybody else? Graz, Taz, Maywin?
I did it earlier.
Of course you did. Why do I even ask?
Actually, you know what? If I'm going to do that, I want to swap to my KDF character for the recruit perk.
Okay, but then we're going to have to go into a private queue, so it's just going to be the three of us.
Whatever.
Okay.
This character, despite being someone that I recently started working on, I actually like the build I have on her.
What's the hell? You okay with doing this with three people? Okay. Advanced, normal, elite. What? I don't think we can handle elite with three people.
Yes,
Actually,
we
I think I would rather do elite than a normal or advanced.
Well, with three
Elite
people,
actually goes a lot
it
faster.
does, but with only three is the question. Yeah, let's see if I can do this. Hang on a second here.
Yeah, what's the worst that happens?
See if
Do
it'll
we
let
have
you
to
come.
try it a second time.
I'm just inviting you to the team. See if it lets you. We can do it as a mixed party. I can do it with some of mine, so no problem. Okay, elite it is. Let's see. Yeah, it goes a lot faster with elite than it does with advanced. Because once you get each criteria, it's done.
This character is using that new what is it called again? Reverse gravity thing.
Oh,
which
yeah.
is great for any mission where you have little things swarming you.
I want to see reverse gravity where it grabs the opponent and slams them into the ceiling.
Well,
That would
like
be fun.
reverse gravity on those stupid face hugger things in Riho. Like I just like bounce it off the other side of the room and then watch it die when it hits the wall.
You're mean.
I mean, I'm here to kill them. I mean, so might as well make it amusing, right?
Oh, that's interesting. We're not queued. Let's see what's up with that. Oh, I see why.
On my screen, it said we were queued.
Now, let's try that again. We were for a moment and then realized you're in there twice.
Interesting.
It does that sometimes. Station. Let's try that again. There we go. Weeboo.
Weeboo.
That's messed up. I've been playing in the Division 2, and a bunch of the gangs have been pulling the mannequins out of like all the department stores and putting them in, putting them all over the city. It's like, oh, not going that way. Why? That hallway's full of mannequins. No.
Did you guys notice that when the patch concluded today, it started a new event?
Yes.
Yeah, that was scheduled. It was supposed to be the Klingon event, which we were running earlier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I knew that they were going to start one of those. I just didn't realize that it was today.
Yeah, which I thought was a little weird because we still got the anniversary going through tomorrow. So at the moment we've got two events running. Not that it's the first time, but
overlap.
yeah. Do I need another flashlight? I do not need another flashlight.
I don't like flashlights.
Remember the olden days when you needed the flashlight for this?
No.
You don't?
No, I've been Plague since then, but Plague back then, I figured out how to do this stuff without the flashlight and just like, whatever.
Somebody else today on the stream was asking for getting some of the old missions brought back, maybe through Daniels or something, or Guardian of Forever. Have a way to access those old ones. And I'm like, oh, yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to see the old ones come back once in a while.
You seal this in the turbo lift with your thing. Really? Okay, well. at least it's not sealing us out of it.
Oh, that would be mean. I like that.
People used to do that trolling that Undine ground one.
Stop face hugging me. Ugh.
Didn't even ask first. Geez.
I'm not that kind of girl. Not on the first date.
And pretty much
At least
if
introduce
you're
himself.
me, you want dinner before you get.
Yeah, really. Dinner first. Thank you very much. What is the
And preferably a really good one too.
Yeah. For a face hugger, yeah.
I have no idea what he said. I couldn't hear what he said over the sound of explosions.
If you're gonna get a face hugger, at least have a good have a good dinner on a first date. Not McDonald's. I mean, maybe not Ruth's Chris, but something good.
I mean, it's a fake. If it's a face hugger, aren't technically you the dinner?
Good point. God, we haven't gotten
They
six
shot that
straps.
thing to
Man.
death.
Well, there's
Yeah,
another one around here.
it's doing that. Yeah, it's
There
that
it is.
thing where it's like it will still attach to you because it activated the I'm attaching to someone ability,
Mhm.
not because of the fact that it's alive.
Get out there and stop them.
If that cover shield was still there, I was going to be ticked.
Shut up, you stupid squirrel. I don't know how squirrels are up where y'all live, but they love to see dangerous things and then run up into the trees and just emit this cry that could be heard for miles.
Oh, no, here they get up in the trees and they're like, ha, 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 ha. Try and get me now, dogs.
While flipping the dogs off.
Yeah, pretty much.
Remember, you have to touch the Romulans to make them go away.
You have to kill all the Elachi, then you can touch them.
Right. But you can't forget to touch the Romulans.
Right. What the heck?
Where do we safely touch the Romulans?
Well, you know, there's certain places you can't
No
touch
touching
them.
the ambulance before you
There it goes.
kill the Ilachi.
Yep.
I swear the name Malachi sounds like an Italian dessert.
Oh, something to add to the cookbook. Ooh, what's that?
Ilachi pasta.
Ilachi misu. It's like tiramisu only
Ilachi.
with mushrooms.
It's like the Ilachi made with Ilachi. Are you making a Terran cookbook?
It's a stove cookbook.
It sounds.
you know how Terrans love to eat like people. Well, sentient species.
Yeah, it sounds more like a duck pasta dish.
A duck pasta dish?
No, in
Yeah, I've
Italian
heard of that.
There's
pasta.
an Elachi force in main engineering trying to sabotage our singular.
It's like a mushroom pasta.
Mmm.
Did I just make your mouth water?
Kind of did. Gorn approved recipes.
Wait. Mushroom pasta made out of mushrooms or pasta with mushrooms?
Pasta with
Okay,
mushrooms.
I got the device.
Oh,
Okay.
both.
With
You
mushrooms.
got the device?
Kill him.
Made with boo. Oh, thank you. Made out
He
of
did.
mushrooms with mushrooms. That's a lot of mushrooms.
I
Boom,
like
done.
mushrooms. Well done. That was fast.
Did you see what I'm saying about how easy this is on Elite?
Oh, no, you convinced me about that a long time ago. This is so much faster because once you get everything achieved, you're done. Yes, it's harder to get it done, but it's so much faster. It's not the timer that you have to beat.
Now let's have a reality attack where you have all of your, where you have Marines with you.
I had enough toys with me to do it. Let's see, what's that?
I remember watching some Star Trek thing, but they were interviewing the current captain of the Enterprise carrier at
Okay.
the time when Star Trek first came out, and he was like, captains leaving the ship to do missions. That's no.
Yeah.
That's what Marines are for.
Yeah. But that doesn't make for an exciting episode, so of course.
He goes, commanding officer, Marine lieutenant. He goes on before that mission.
That is actually one of those things that if you pay attention to the original series, the trope of Kirk leading away teams is actually not as dumb as people remember it being, because of the fact that a lot of the things that Kirk does when he's leading away teams are things where he doesn't actually expect combat.
That's true. I mean, they tend to be more diplomatic ones. And let's see, is that true in,
They always
in TNG?
they used to always say though in TOS that, well, from TOS, that TOS was the more militaristic era of Star Trek, of Starfleet. So
Yeah.
they did have a lot of things. They did have a lot of guards. They did have a lot of security. It's just that they never used them on away missions.
Well,
if they did, it was like once.
Yeah, if they
And he
did,
was the
they'd
guy who died
die.
first. He was the guy who died first.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I mean, he's there so that the more important people don't get killed.
Let's see. The first one is the man trap, and of course everybody goes down. There's a lot of shooty. Charlie X, not so much shooty. Where no man has gone before. Lots of going down and shooty. Naked time, not so much shooty. The enemy within. Not so much shooty. Mud's women, not too much shooty. What little girls are made of? Light shooty. Miri, light shooty. Dagger of the mind, light shooty.
That's the episode where they are they start off with diplomatic negotiations, and then the guy who's doing the diplomatic negotiations is like, you know what, I'm going to make an android duplicate of Kirk against his will. And yeah, you see where this is.
It's not diplomatic. It's down there because Roger Corby's there, something we haven't gotten to quite yet in Strange New Worlds. But yeah, I'm sure we're going to see that. There was that moment in Strange New Worlds episode with Q, I think it is. With Tremaine, yeah, where he can't quite get a take on Corby. Or there's one episode,
yeah,
and that's like he's already been whatever he is, androidified.
Mm-hmm.
But we haven't dealt with that yet. Corbin might maneuver. Okay, that's diplomatic. Menagerie doesn't count. Conscience of the King. That would be
given Starfleet's history, especially Starfleet's recent history in TOS, you would not send your captain down first. You send a team down first to at least secure the landing zone.
Yeah, looking at this,
the teleport zone.
Actually, on a lot of these, they do send. Kirk's not the first one down. Yeah. Galileo 7, he's on the ship the whole time, right? It's Kirk and McCoy who go down.
That's exactly what I was getting at. Is that, like, yes, there were times where he did actually do things in person, but it wasn't, actually every single episode.
You're right. No, you're 100% right. He's not always the first one down, and when he is, it's usually not a inherently shooty mission. There were some good episodes in that first year. There's 29 episodes in the first year. Wow.
Oh,
29.
Yeah,
29.
That's like 3 seasons.
It is 3 seasons.
Well, but back then, their idea of serialized TV was to make one episode a week for like half the year.
Yeah. Originally, they would do it for 3/4 of the year, 39 episodes, and take the summer off. And come back, and they would shoot an episode a week. But that's expensive. So they went to.
Well, this is also one of those things where it's like when you look at the Andy Griffith Show, part of what it was with the Andy Griffith Show was that they reused literally every single set they ever built.
Oh, of course.
So that while there is an initial expense for building each set, they literally reuse some of those sets for 20 years.
Yep.
Well, they did do in Star Trek.
Well, yeah, is that we actually see Floyd's barbershop in an episode of Star Trek.
Yes, you do. You do. All Paramount.
Not only that, they used Star Trek sets, God, for decades. Some of them.
They used some TOS sets in TNG. The transporter.
with Discovery and Strange New Worlds, and then 32nd Discovery, and then Starfleet Academy, they're all switching sets back and forth between each other.
I thought Starfleet Academy
Not so
was
much
all
now.
new.
I doubt it.
I
Some of
heard
those
that.
hallways look like Titans. From
I
Picard.
think
Could be, could be.
what they're doing with Starfleet Academy is they're trying to use digital trickery to do post processing and make it look new when it's really just the same thing.
Well, I do understand that for the Athena, that is an all new set that they built, and they were super proud of it. By the way, hi,
Hmm.
Pulu Felger. How are you doing? I
Actually, I think
won't.
Starfleet Academy is the land part of it, the building part of it. I think is some college in California.
That would make some sense.
I
It's
mean,
I think
that's
it's
how they usually
it
do stuff like that.
it might be what's it, Caltech, I think it is,
I
or
mean,
part of Caltech, something like
there's
that.
a reason why in one of the episodes of TNG they show the same building used in Mighty Morphin Power Rangers as Zordon's base. It's
An
because of the fact
observatory.
that it's a really cool looking building, and building something that size as a set is not workable.
Let's see. Starfleet Academy is primarily filmed at Pinewood, Toronto Studios in Toronto, California, featuring a massive 2-story set.
Oh, okay. Well,
So it's an all
but
new
what do I know?
build.
Apparently,
Yeah.
except for they could have at least made that damn circle in the middle, that concrete seating circle
Oh,
in the middle.
it's asymmetrical.
Ah!
Go!
Driving me nuts.
Oh, also, I heard that for Academy that while the first season may have been of disappointing length, that they actually already filmed the second season.
Yeah,
So
they filmed all of it at once because, from what I understand, because they knew they were going to be acquired by Skydance. Skydance wasn't necessarily going to hold with any agreements or contracts, so everything they wanted to get done, they needed to get done.
Now,
Hi, Orion Snake. How are you doing?
Kurtzman's contract actually ended.
Oh yeah, yeah, it did.
After the first 2 seasons of Starfleet Academy. They didn't cancel it. That was contractually ending.
they
And he knew that
declined
Sky
to
Dance ain't
renew
gonna look
it.
at him. Oh hell, I wonder why.
Well, from what I understand, it was only set up to be 2 seasons. I think it has. Go ahead.
One of the interesting things with Starfleet Academy is that it's not what is there that's such a glaring problem. It's what isn't there.
Oh, a lot of what
Just
is there's a glaring problem too.
Half of what
The hours of conversations we've had.
half of the characters that they introduce in the first episode are never seen again.
Yeah, well, if you know what your story arc is, then there's no excuse unless it's part of what they want to achieve with it. So maybe some of those characters are coming back. Maybe they were just like fluff characters to show that there's a lot of different people there.
Okay, so you remember that scene that got memed to Helen back about that character whose role was to be an idiot who only meaningful contribution to the show was swallowing her comm badge?
I thought that
she's
was
been in 4 episodes. She's been in 4 episodes.
Yeah, I thought that was the Sam character, right?
No, that's not Sam.
No,
It's a different person with a similar height and build.
Oh,
but it's not Sam.
Okay.
The combat swaller is Hispanic, I believe.
Really?
While Sam,
the music on DS9 is louder than he is.
That's weird because he sounds pretty good to me.
You're right. It is just her name is Cadet Ralph, but it's a joke. And that's her only reference. She is a one-off or minor character.
Yeah, but that's the thing though, is that several of the characters that get introduced are early on that you would think would actually be like kind of sort of important because they're, the academy instructors. No, they're gone.
Who?
Like the actual crew of the Athena, because like they have,
but they're not all teachers.
You have the cadets acting as crew, but there was an actual crew of the Athena that isn't even the academy instructors too. It's like there's another actual like real crew for the Athena that you kind of sort of see in the first episode and never again because they have the cadet characters doing all of that stuff instead of the crew.
kind of hard to tell who's who in the background. You know, the ones who wear the regular outfit, you know, the regular uniforms, not the cadet ones, because
Well, one of the
the
smart
Athena
things they did-
crew and the Academy lady also, and the Athena crew and the Academy wore the same com badges, were the same uniforms. Really hard to tell
Yeah.
who's who. You see a bunch of gold and blues and red shirts all over the place.
At
the
least the War
background.
College people have different uniforms. At least that lets you see who's in that group.
Well, the only downside with that though is that 90% of the War College Academy cadets look like they're in their late 20s, and you can't tell who's teachers and who's not from them because they all wear the same
Yeah,
uniform.
yeah. Well, yeah, not being able to tell who's a student, who's a teacher is also a problem.
Yeah, there's
Yeah,
no
there's
That's a
real.
different problem.
That's a different problem.
Yeah.
Let me get off track here really quick. Pulu Felgar says, what in a caramel frappe would be making him not feel great? So I've said, could be the sugar. There's a ton of sugar. If there's artificial sweeteners, could be artificial sweeteners. Could even just be the milk. Also, if the milk wasn't... He says, maybe because I'm so sweet already. Yeah, could be.
Nope.
Okay, and Orion Snake, we have not finished watching Starfleet Academy. Our last 3 episodes we're going to watch on the Friday night watch party if you want to join us. So far, for me, it's been extremely hit or miss. There's moments in there that I think are really, really good. There are moments in there that are so cringe, I don't want to come back and watch it again. I mean, just awful cringe. I dislike a lot of aspects of it. I think they didn't quite know where they were going when they started out. Some of that seems to be softening up. I'm going to say their main villain is excellent. One, he's a very good actor. Nuspraka, yeah. It's Paul Giamatti, who is just a fantastic actor. And I think they've written a good opponent in that he's not stupid. You can disagree all you want there.
I like that he's not there all the time though.
Yeah.
Well, I like the fact that you caveated this with saying you haven't seen all of the episodes yet.
Right, I have not.
You might change your mind later.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I might wind up liking the series. At this moment, it's going to be a... I wish I'd been in the writer's room so I could have pointed out a few things about how you write a character and how you don't write a character.
Oh yeah, there's a long list of things, and that was kind of what I was getting at earlier with the whole thing I said about how part of the problem is what's not there, just because of the fact that they do very little with establishing who the characters are. They kind of sort of just mention that this person has a family, and then they don't bother with that later. And it's just like, and it's that thing where there's writing is extra telegraphed, where it's anything that gets brought up because it's only going to come up later on in the episode. And they also kind of sort of had different writers for different episodes who didn't share notes, so they contradicted each other several times.
That has happened, yes. Orion Snake, I would say binge watch it. Don't waste your money on a month-long sub. If you can get the free week-long sub, do it and binge watch it in a week. Don't expect a lot. You might be pleasantly surprised. If you go in having high expectations, I think you'll be disappointed. But if you go in very neutral, I think you'll enjoy some moments. It's Holly Hunter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
She's a good actress. I don't think she's particularly well written, and that's a problem. But I think as an actress, she's doing what she can with it. There's some plot points that definitely have issues. I don't have access to Paramount, so I've missed the last season of Discovery and most of Strange New Worlds. This is why... Oh, you don't have access to Paramount at all? You can't even do the free week you can get off of Amazon? Because a lot of them, Paramount is one, will let you do a 1-week trial without a charge. Just make sure you cancel it. Okay, if you don't, what else is it?
Paramount might not be available in their...
I think it's on Skynet. I don't know what else it's on.
Interesting name that Sky Channel chose.
Yeah. Well, there's only 10 episodes. Yes, you can finish them in a week, and none of them are longer than an hour. Most around 40 minutes. Let's see.
I have been good. I haven't watched the 3 episodes yet.
Good for you.
I have been good. Don't want to be good, but
Well, I've been
I
busy, so
actually had no reason to avoid it. So
let's see. In Canada, it's on CTV Sci-Fi Channel. It's doing on Pluto TV as well.
Well, there you go.
So those are
Pluto
your
TV.
options right now. If you've got any of them.
Wait, doesn't Paramount own one of those?
maybe.
I don't think
I think they
so.
own one of the free services.
Not that I'm aware of.
There's been a whole bunch of corporate consolidation like
Yeah.
that. So
My phone, when I was it when I reset my phone? No, I was paying a good amount for my 2 gig internet, and then they said, "Oh, well, your subscription time of 2 years is
Yeah.
done, so now you have to go pay this amount." And I called them and said no, and they said, "Oh, well, we can give you this for about a third of that price." And I'm like, "What? Oh, sure, yeah." And they threw in Hulu and Disney Plus and something else for free for however long it is for a year. And so I'm thinking, is there anything I actually want to watch on any of those? Not really. If they'd thrown in
Yeah,
Netflix,
Pluto's
I might watch something.
honestly, network TV has gone way down in quality in the last few years.
I haven't seen network TV in 10 years, maybe
I mean,
longer.
just like I just got completely lost interest several years ago, and it's just like whatever.
I don't even know what's on
Yeah.
anymore. And
Pluto TV is owned by Paramount.
is it? Interesting.
Yep.
And then again, Orion Snake, you could do the really easy version of watching it, which is join us for the watch parties Friday night at 6 p.m. my time, because we've been watching movies and we decided to do Starfleet Academy. And we'll probably do Strange New Worlds after the Star Trek convention. So if you want to join, we can absolutely tune that up and we can all watch it together if you want. Happy to do that. I'm enjoying Strange New Worlds more than I thought I would, but I still think Lower Decks was probably the height of the current generation of Star Trek shows. So Picard Season 3 was extremely good.
Yeah, because nobody from the Star Trek world had anything to do with Lower Decks. That's why.
The guy who did it loved Star Trek, and it's very evident he loved Star Trek. Extremely evident. He knew what he was writing about. He wrote with passion. He wrote great character arcs. He wrote a great story arc.
Yep.
So with Lower Decks,
he wrote that episode of he co-wrote that episode of Strange New Worlds. Where his
those old
characters come through.
scientists. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Orion Snake, the thing with Lower Decks is the first time I watched it, I didn't like it. And Darkthorn, we were at a convention, he's like, hang on a second, reached over and hit the closed caption button. And all of a sudden, I could see the words because they go fast. And as the first season concluded, they started slowing down the dialogue. They stopped talking over as much. And by season 2, it was really cohesive and pulling together. It was very funny, but it knew its Trek. The guy knew what he was writing about. And because there was this whole 5-year story arc, you started out with characters doing certain things and they change and they morph just like real people would do over 5 years, and you get to the last season, it's kind of like this is okay, it's not great, not like they'd had, and then you realize he'd written this whole thing, so every little bit ties into those last 2 episodes, and it was amazing.
Yeah, for him, he planned it.
Yeah,
he planned the whole entire.
He planned the whole thing. It really ties
show,
together.
Like from day one, pretty much.
Is it mostly comedy? Yeah, I'm going to say it's mostly comedy. I mean, like Trek, there's always a serious undertone to it, and the characters are not just playing it for laughs. You can see where they've got issues, personal issues. They're trying to do things in their lives, and it's not happening, or it is happening, but it's not going the way they want, and they've got personal conflicts and professional conflicts. So, really well done.
Yeah, one thing I like to say about it is that there's a difference between just it's like random idiocy for laughs, and just doing things that are like real, like just dialogue and discussion, only writing it in a way that's somewhat humorous.
Yeah, that's good. So Orion Snake says, I like the mix of things: exploration, drama, action, comedy, mystery. You probably would like Lower Decks, but I'm going to caution you, the first couple of episodes are not as well done as they are a little bit later. So if you can tolerate the first couple of episodes, I think you'll enjoy it more. But you have to get through the first couple just because they haven't really gotten the rhythm and the pacing down. It's just too much stuff being thrown at it. It's almost cringy. But you kind of need it to get who the characters are. Then we get into
Yeah.
later seasons, and we've got what's the name of the game they play? The Batliths and
Oh, the D&D.
They have
Make,
they have
Yeah, I
a
don't remember the name.
Klingon D&D episode.
Battles
And
and Blades.
Battles, no, it's Batliths and is it Blades?
Can't remember. Oh, it was such a good name from the Ferengi court. I think who did it.
Mhm. Anyway, I'm going to search for me now.
The game they're playing is Batliths and Binox, a Ferengi-made Klingon tabletop RPG with Chancellor Martok, voiced by J.G. Hertzler as the Dungeon Master. The guy knows his D&D. And
Translates into Swords and Cowards.
oh, it was so good. Just little things that they throw in. It's not the focus of the game or of the episode either. It's just a thing they throw in there. Little bits that they just toss in that are very well done. One of the characters gets killed, and then he comes back because that happens. And it's never really explained. It's just one of
I think
those.
so, man. And then one of the other characters has like a crisis about it too.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So it picks on little things in Star Trek. Lovingly. Absolutely lovingly. If you liked Galaxy Quest, you'd probably like this.
Remember where they went in the future for the Boimler effect episode, and they had O'Brien. and now for the most important person in Federation history.
There's
Smile.
doesn't Harry get promoted to Admiral in it? In Lower Decks?
Why?
Does he only get promoted to Admiral in Starfleet Academy?
Yeah, because I remember because they had promoted Tom Paris, and they had that episode with Tom with the plate.
Oh, right, yes.
Right,
Yeah,
and he said that Harry Kim was still mad he hadn't been promoted.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like I don't remember Harry Kim getting promoted in there.
Actually,
I just generally don't remember Harry Kim in Lower Decks.
He's in it. Almost everybody winds up in that.
Harry Kim's in it for the weird effect.
Well, I mean, like a lot of
Everybody
them
group.
are seemingly are in it just for like a short gag and then done.
Yeah, but it's almost like they're so intrinsic to Star Trek that you don't realize how intrinsic they are to Star Trek. Because Riker's in there, Deanna's in there, Harry's in there, Tom Paris is in there. Is Polana in it?
No.
Okay.
So there's a lot of characters that probably get name dropped without being seen.
Yeah, well, Jeffrey Combs is in it, right? He's Agimus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Animus.
So they're not necessarily.
Agamus?
You know which one I mean. Agimus.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah. And of course,
the killer computer.
right. And that's where we get Moopsie, Orion Snake. Because we all have to have our Moopsies. Voila, Moopsie.
Okay.
Come on, Moopsie, where are you? My Moopsie won't come out. There's my Moopsie. Hi, Moopsie. By the way, Moopsie versus Borg is excellent. Moopsie will take on any Borg. Elite tactical drones, no problem. Who did I send her after? I think I sent her after somebody in the new TFO, or sorry, in the new episode. She was happy to take him down. Or they. Shall we play another one while we're here?
Sure.
Well, I am currently doing a Curse of Phrygia playthrough.
No problem. Anybody else want to join us? By the way, thank you, Taz. I will take a look at that. I promise. Oops, where'd that go? Hold on a second. Everything just disappeared on me. There it goes. Okay. And that one right there. How does the new TFO work? I tried it once and didn't try again. The new TFO, Belly of the Beast, we played it earlier. It is a bit challenging. So if if you're going to play it, if you can do it with a mic so you can talk to each other. It's a lot easier. Uh, there's a lot of things in it that help you get through it once you start to figure out where everything is on the map. So if you can look at the map before the mission starts. Hang on a second. If you can figure out the map in advance, it's a lot easier. Look up Mar Hockman on YouTube. Yes, absolutely. Look up Mar Hockman on YouTube.
I currently have 6 different runs of me playing that. The only reason I recorded that is I'm trying to figure out how the locked door mechanic works and trying to actually just remember what I saw after it's over. No, I can't do that. So we're recording it and then rewatching the VOD after I upload it to YouTube. Yeah, well, it at least gives me some ability to record exactly which doors are locked and which ones aren't. One thing I've noticed is that the first part, I've never seen locked doors in that, except for things that are like plot doors that don't really go anywhere. Well, Orion Snake, pugs for this are very hit or miss because sometimes you will get in there with people who are idiots and have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, very true. If you go in with a bunch of people, I would say try and stick with somebody while you're doing it, even once you're familiar with it, because you need 2 people for each console. So if you stay together, you're going to get to a console together and do it.
Also, like, there is some benefit to like running around because like there is the thing is like you need to actually figure out where the consoles are that you're going to be activating because it does have a certain amount of randomization. It's not a lot. One thing people have noted is that when you look at the map when you're in one of the safe zones where you can actually use the map, it does show them on the ground. However, one thing I figured out from testing that is that these locations that you see on the map like that are in fact baked into the map and are not the actual locations where the consoles will be for your current run. Those 4 locations you see baked onto the map are potential locations, though, but they're not the only ones.
I still think until you're comfortable with it, stick with somebody else.
Oh yeah, it's like going in a group of 2 and another group of 2, and then like one person just like running around finding things is probably the most efficient way. Also, remember that the Apex can actually just kill anyone and everyone who is in attack range whenever he does his thing. So there's only so much safety in numbers.
Well, it's just for the convenience when you hit the consoles. You've got 2 people there, and that way you don't have to wait for somebody to find you. And
Yep.
if you are running around, pay attention to those blue arrows when they point or when they come up, because that's where there is a console and somebody's waiting for help.
Yeah, because because of the fact that the locations are kind of randomized, the devs decided to put in a thing so you can tell other players where a console is without talking to them in voice chat. So pinging locations is now a thing instead.
Yeah, well, it is in this mission. It has been since day 1. I noticed that the Apex was a little bit slower today because I ran into him and had enough time to turn around, but he will mess with you. Yep, you do get one-shotted a lot, and you can't defeat him.
See, the thing with the Apex being like semi-invulnerable is just kind of, it's a gimmick. Apex is more of like a stage hazard than an actual enemy until you get to the final boss fight. And you're very, very weird design.
You found a cheat where the Apex can't get you hiding behind one of the consoles? Because that works.
Yeah, it actually does use line of sight for its aggro mechanic. So it's like of course, this is line of sight by Star Trek Online in PC terms, so it might not be what you think it is. However, simply running away from it, if you can get far enough away from it, it will lose aggro.
Yes. Apollo says it's Control-Alt-Delete.
I mean, that is an option.
That works.
I'm not going to say it's the
That
best
works.
option.
Control-Alt-Delete. Oh, F4.
It's true. He won't get you when you do that. That's the ultimate way of getting out of there. Well, shall we do one more? I think we'll call it a night then.
Sure.
Okay. Tomorrow I'm planning to be here. You want to do the same thing about 5 to 7:30, 5 to 8? Does that work for everybody, or does later work? Does earlier work?
Anyway, it's fine.
Okay. Well, plan to be here at the same time tomorrow.
For our fellows across the ocean.
Okay, me. Hang on a second. Do you want to join us, Pool of Felgar? No, you're doing Curse of Phrygia. Or Phrygia. For that thing. You're doing that thing.
The cursed trait.
Anybody have a preference?
Nope.
Okay. Is there any...
Gravity kills?
Pardon? No. And you're not in here, so you don't get to. Unless you want...
Okay.
Do you want to join us? Then we'll do gravity kills for you.
Nah.
I
we're
didn't
good.
think so.
He's like, yeah, really tired.
Hang on 1 second here.
Funny how far of a rabbit hole you go down when you start discussing things about Star Trek. I've been sitting here looking at as much trill information as I can find since we talked about it.
Let's see. Apollo says, have any of you opened the event ship? No. The only person I know, if you mean the new event ship from the one that just started today, or do you mean the Impersa?
The event that just started today isn't a ship event.
It's a weapons event, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Casual opened up the box and was playing with the toys, so you can see his stream from earlier today. Yeah, a lot of people are saying the Impersa is good for, like, rainbow builds. Is that correct?
I mean,
That's
it's
very cool.
certainly got a lot of stuff that it can do.
Yeah, that and add on
Is
twinkling
a-
lights from the winter event, I believe.
Yes, it is a miracle worker ship with lots of HP.
It's a
Hello?
decent ship, yes. I'm going to say it definitely is a decent ship.
Oh yeah, it's like they haven't been making event ships that suck. Like realistically, they have never made event ships that suck.
Yeah, no.
Now,
Some are great.
not as good as lockbox ships, sure, okay, but they don't suck.
Hey, some have been very nice ships.
Yeah.
One could be argued that the Temmer is a really not that great of a raider.
It was for free. It was fine.
Yeah.
But there were better ships out there.
Well, also, it's like one of the most meta relevant ships currently in the game was an event ship.
Which one?
The tier 6 version of the Obelisk.
I don't know that.
The
Don't know.
Vovin.
Yeah, Vovin. The big old Selene thing.
Last summer before the holo ship.
Mm,
Like the reason why it's so meta relevant is they gave it a console that lets it change the cooldown of other consoles.
It also teleports.
Yeah.
Subspace tunneling.
Mishap of the events will need to find out. The Nidarian. The Rex is good, yes. Nidarian. What's the hell? Are you okay if we hit a random?
Sure.
Okay, random it is. Weeboo?
Weeboo indeed.
Yeah, the Nidarian is also an event ship that was just metagame breaking.
It still can mess up a lot of games, a lot of TFOs. It's good for the person who's playing it. It is the most AFK ship out there. Put yourself in the right place, turn it on, go get yourself a coffee. It'll take care of everything for you.
I mean, things like the Undane Warzo with that Voth incursion thing.
Oh, yeah.
So someone who's smart can just park a Nidarian in the center of that.
Same thing for like the Swarm. Just boom. Or Defense of Starbase 1. Dranur Beach. What's the other? Not Dranur Beach, Dranur Assault. And whatever the other one is, that's Dranur Assault that looks different.
There's a Peril over Pavo.
Peril over Pavo, yeah. Yeah. Oops.
Yeah.
Oh, well, at least I have a tune that can do this.
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation Mining.
You know what? That's interesting. I didn't think about that.
To extract valuable minerals from the area, but our sensors have detected some strange energy signatures lately.
In lower decks, you know how the Section 31 ship had Curzon Dax on it?
Yep.
No, I did not know that.
Well, wasn't that like a holographic recreation or something?
Something like that.
No, he was real. He was real.
In lower decks?
Yeah.
On
No,
the
it
Axe
was
Commander.
it was not a.
That was
Section
Garrick,
31.
who was the robot. That Garrick.
Oh, okay.
Garrick was the hologram.
I'm going to the other side since we're all down here together.
Okay, this is weird. I am flying a Scimitar Dreadnought. I have 2 Romulan drone ships out, and I'm going up against the Chimerans. Okay, sure. So that sounds normal enough, right? Well, one of my drone ships turned into a Borg probe, which is what you would expect them to do when I'm fighting the Borg. The other one turned into some variant of that Star Trek Discovery Klingon bird of prey that I don't think I've seen before. It's very strange looking to me.
And the one they give you with the KDF event?
No, the
Okay, there.
Discovery Bird of Prey.
I will
Yeah, that's
post.
the KDF.
Yeah, yeah.
KDF event.
I will
That's
post a
Discovery Bird of Prey.
screenshot in Data's gallery.
What's the hell? Are you okay down there? Do you need any help? Because there's nothing going on up here.
I'm fine.
Okay. Just shout if you need it.
Because like, why did one of my drone ships turn into this while I'm fighting the Chimerans?
Good question. They are supposed to be turning into something that they're fighting.
Yeah.
I've never seen them turn into 2 different things before.
You can overlap fields of Pulafelgar it kind of gets into the silly point. We're talking about taking 5 of them out and doing something, just letting them sit there. Okay, fine, be that way. I won't shoot at you. The X ship?
I remember the memes when Microsoft unveiled the first Xbox and it looked, and they were using it as a ship in memes.
Romulans are attacking from the
Xbox.
west.
That's a while ago.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point in time, Microsoft seems to have decided that having Xbox be a separate thing from PC gaming was redundant, and that redundancies should be purged in
Well,
favor of efficiency.
when you're using PC parts to make your game console, kind of got to it after a while.
Well, no, I'm making a Borg joke. Anyway, though, but it's like I actually technically have an Xbox Live Arcade account because of the fact that I use the Windows built-in for doing video recordings. That feature ties to an Xbox Live, and you need an Xbox Live Arcade account to use that Windows feature.
Yeah, because all of Xbox's gaming stuff is all of Microsoft's gaming stuff is under Xbox.
Like porting things between Windows and Xbox is like the simplest thing ever.
Good evening,
Yeah,
Queen
because
Elizabeth. Welcome to the stream.
the operating system on the Xbox is literally Windows 11. I mean, a more cut down version of it, but it's still Windows 11.
Oops, where am I going? This way. I'm going this
Kernel's
way.
the same. PC parts are the same for the consoles, like literally the AMD chip that they use in the
Well, I mean,
Xbox
for
One.
certain editions of Xbox, people have, hacked them to actually install Linux on them.
No, hacking things? No, that would never
All
happen
versions.
in the gaming world.
All versions of Xbox have. Even the newest one has been hacked and had Linux installed on it. Actually had a proper Windows installed as well, which made it run like crap because it's not built for that.
Well, also is that like the full version of Windows 11 has insane bloatware and it's like 90% things that no one uses for any reason ever.
Debatable.
Because like their stupid AI assistant thing, the amount of processing power that apparently takes up is just.
If you had a CPU with an AI NPU core in it, it would be perfect. Yeah, that's all that BS.
This is the part where I go "f you" and
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
No Skynet for us, please.
Great.
Unless you're in Britain, apparently.
Did you see the kickback from the Ring doorbell commercial from the Super Bowl? They talked about finding people's dogs.
Was very creepy.
Yeah. Everyone went, wait, what? I was dying.
Queen Elizabeth says, last time I played this TFO, it glitched. This game never glitches.
Oh, yeah.
What are you talking about?
No. They're all features.
Yeah, they're features.
Look. I'm going to quote Todd Howard here. I'm going to quote Todd Howard here. It just works.
That works.
Sometimes, maybe, possibly.
It works. It's fine. It's fine.
Feature. It's feature.
It's a feature.
Oh, I think the funniest thing amongst my gaming clan is that we, some glitch happens and you hear, "Hey, I found a feature."
To be honest, there have been games where where players legitimately aren't certain whether certain things that have happened were in fact genuine bugs or not. So, that sort of discussion has a lot of merit.
Well, I mean,
If it
some of the
benefits,
biggest bugs in gaming have happened have been left in games because people would riot and stop playing your game. Like, for instance, Minecraft, the quasi
more,
connectivity with Redstone. You take that out, nobody would play the game anymore.
also Mortal Kombat, the red fighter, like Scorpion or Sub-Zero.
What about them? I'm sorry, I don't play Mortal Kombat anymore.
Well, okay, so Mortal Kombat, the original second or third game, there was Sub-Zero's blue. Well, there was a glitch that at some point he turned red. Yeah, but it was such an honest to God bug that everyone loved. The Mortal Kombat, the people that made it, like, okay, we're adding in a character that's red.
To be honest, the devs for that game have had that general mindset for a long time, because like there's several things that either glitches or rumors that they're like, you know what, that's a cool idea. We should make that into a real character.
Yep. Yeah.
But it's
Well,
one of those things where it's not just the fact that it was a bug and the devs made it in because it's a bug. It's because the devs thought it would be a fun idea.
Well,
I
I
was
think
laughing when they found out that Mortal Kombat 3, like the reason why you got a lot of Scorpion variants, with the same ninja but different color, was because some of the arcade systems that they put it on glitch in color.
Yes.
So then
Oh,
they
yeah.
decided so then they said, you know what? Screw it. This is so much easier to just copy this, to make this up.
Well, like the palette swap ninja gimmick is one of those things where it's a very Mortal Kombat thing, even though a lot of
Yeah.
games would be like, oh, that's lazy character design. Well, the way that they were doing character creation work in the those games was something where arguably lazy design was a good thing, and just a productive use of your time.
And also,
Well, it's like they had the 3 robots that were just different colors too. Remember, with Cyrax.
But again, it's like, what was the methodology they were going for and using to create them?
Capture, and it was like 5 actors in the second game.
Well, like they were actually
Yeah,
going and creating sprites the hard way, and basically just like taking a whole bunch of pictures of actors in cosplay costumes for the original games. And that's how and that's why they would just like palette swap things, is because like redoing that process would be a ridiculous amount of work. So if you can just like palette swap it, whatever.
palette swap, maybe change a teeny tiny bit here and there.
Well, also it's like all of the like attack animations were special effects and not part of the base costume thing. And most of what makes Scorpion different from Sub-Zero are the attack animations. Even though it's actually the same actor in the same costume used as the basis for the character model.
Yeah.
This story mission is a lot more interesting when you actually have a proper map, so that when you go through things, you'll be like, yes, I am here. This is where I need to go from here. Good. Because taking the map from the TFO, I noticed that there were several things in the TFO map that you can't get to in the TFO, and then
Yes,
looking at in the story mission, I'm like, yes,
they're in the story. Yeah,
because it's all the same map geometry.
right.
It's like the place where you beam down in the story mission is actually a room that's completely inaccessible in the TFO. But
Yeah,
then
well, same maps.
then you just like walk from there through a hallway that's inaccessible in the TFO as well into that place where I was talking about where you can like find Esri, and which is also inaccessible in the story mission. But again, you walk past that room and then you walk into the other place. And one thing that I just realized that I hadn't noticed before is that you know how in the story or in the TFO there are those occlusion zones where it's like a small like a side area that's safe from the whatever. In the story mission, those are all places you can't get into because of
Mm-hmm.
plasma leaks.
Okay.
Interesting to say the least. There are a few things that you have here that you don't have in the TFO though, because there's certain sections of the map that have like walls in the story mission that you can't get past that aren't in the TFO, like the core room. You can go all the way around the core in the TFO, but not in the story mission.
But it makes sense to have one map that you can utilize for both because it saves a ton of time.
Well, also though, it's like that's actually the hallway that you can't get into in the core room. That appears to be the one that has the transporter room in it. That's just blocked off, I think. Or maybe not. Maybe. Oh wait, no. The transporter room door. That's the one that's just like perma locked in the story mission. Maybe.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Mom said, much better to have one map and use it a few times.
Well, of course. That wasn't the question. I was just looking at and comparing the differences in the ways it got utilized, though. It's fun. Let's see here.
Oh.
All right, so I'm going to get out of here and go on and have a real life for a little bit. On behalf of everybody here at the Darkmom Consortium, I want to thank everybody who is here today. We will be meeting on Friday, but I should be here tomorrow night and Thursday night for some regular game, obviously here in the mornings. You're all welcome to join us anytime you want to. We'll definitely be doing Klingons. Yes, I heard that. I know you want your food. Definitely be doing some more Klingon stuff tomorrow. If anybody's starting a new Klingon tune and wants to run through that stuff, we can absolutely do that. So just let us know and we can go run stuff that requires... Yes, I hear you. Oh my goodness. The little one's sitting here going, "Murph, Murph." You want to talk to everybody? No. As soon as I put the mic down by her, she's like, "Nope. Nobody, nope. Because she's evil that way. But it is snack time.
Like comparing the story mission with the TFO version, there's several parts of it that you can get into in the TFO that you can't get into in the story mission.
Yep, that makes sense. All right, everybody. I am out of here on behalf of everybody here at the Darkmom Consortium. Would you be quiet? Stop. I will be done here. The more you do that, the longer it takes. But let's go raid somebody.
I haven't said anything.
Not you. It's the dog she's raiding. Let's go raid somebody.
Down, Watts, down.
She is being obnoxious. Hang on a second. Stop. Well, that might work. Oh, I don't believe it, but might work. Who is out there tonight that we can go raid? Since somebody pointed out sometimes we don't raid people. We probably should raid people more.
Oh, well, I'm currently streaming myself doing the story mission.
Would you like us to raid you?
Sure. Be nice.
All right. Where are you? Ooh, Wolf. Everybody's on tonight doing stuff. There you are. We're going to raid you. There you go. Marhawkman. There we are. So everybody, if you have not followed Marhawkman, go ahead and give him a follow. And here we go. And we will talk to you all tomorrow. Have a great night. Yes, I know you want a snack. Raid engaged.